Welcome back to our channel, everyone. I'm so glad you could join us today. If you are new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give us a thumbs up to stay updated with all our exciting content. Now, let's dive into today's topic. We've all heard the term lubricant, but do we truly understand its importance in the world around us? From the cars we drive to the machines we depend on in factories, or even in the food industry, lubricants play a crucial role in making sure everything runs smoothly. But did you know that lubricants are just limited to oils and greases? They come in all shapes and forms with different properties tailored to specific needs. In this documentary, we're going to explore everything about lubricants, how they work, the different types, and the fascinating science behind them. We'll also take a look at their history, their environmental impact, and some surprising uses you might not even have considered. So sit back, relax, and join me as we take a deep dive into the world of lubricants. Lubricants are substances used to reduce friction between surfaces in contact, helping to prevent wear and tear and enhance performance. But the functions of lubricants go far beyond just reducing friction. Let's break down their key roles. Number one, reduction of friction and wear. Friction occurs when two surfaces rub against each other, causing heat and wear. Lubricants form a thin, protective layer between these surfaces, reducing direct contact and minimizing friction. This not only prevents wear, but also helps extend the lifespan of machines and engines. Cooling. Number two, lubricants help dissipate heat generated by friction. Number three, cleaning. Lubricants help in cleaning the internal components of machines by picking up dirt, metal particles, and contaminants. These impurities are suspended in the lubricant and then removed or filtered out, ensuring smoother operation. Sealing. Lubricants also act as seals, preventing gases and moisture from entering components. This is especially important in engines and compressors, where sealing is crucial to maintaining pressure and performance. Corrosion protection is number five. Protective layer of lubricant prevent moisture from directly contacting metal surfaces, thereby reducing the risk of rust and corrosion. Now let's talk about the properties of lubricating oil. Lubricants come with specific properties that make them suitable for different applications. Some of the key properties include viscosity and viscosity index. These measure the internal resistance to motion of a fluid due to forces of cohesion between the fluid molecules. The variation of viscosity with temperature is defined as viscosity index. If Vi is higher, the rate of change of viscosity with temperature is lower. Number two, pour point and cloud point. The temperature at which oil ceases to flow is called the pour point. Pour point determines the suitability of a lubricant for machines working at low temperatures, like refrigerations and aircraft machines. The cloud point is the temperature at which oil becomes cloudy when cooled in a standard apparatus. It indicates when wax crystals start to form. Another property is flash and fire point. Flash point is the lowest temperature at which the lubricant gives off enough vapors which produce a momentary flash of light when a flame of standard proportion is brought near it. The fire point is the lowest temperature at which vapors of the oil burn continuously. A good lubricant should not volatilize under the conditions of lubrication and should be inflammable. These are the different sources of lube oil. One, mineral oils, that is, those are all derived from crude oil. Number two, from animal fat. It's one of the first lubricants used by humans. Number three, vegetable oils from plants, sometimes used as base oil. Number four, synthetic fluids. These are derived through chemical processes. They are not from under the ground, chemical processes. So these are the four sources we have now. Now let's talk about the composition of lube oils. Lubricating oils are typically made of the following constituents: base oil and additives. All lubricants start with a base oil. There are three main types of base oil: mineral oil, vegetable oil, or synthetic oil. Mineral oil, like we said earlier, is from crude oil, and the quality depends on the refining process. Lubes from vegetable oils are called biolubricants. The additives are used to impart specific characteristics to any given oil-based lubricant. That's just to improve the performance or characteristics. Common additives in use are antioxidants, detergents, anti-wear, anti-foam, corrosion inhibitors, etc. etc. Base oil are divided into groups. In fact, they are divided into 5 groups. Group 1 contains less than 90% saturates, more than 0.03% sulfur, with SAE viscosity range of 80 to 120. Least refined and cheapest base oil in the market. Group 2 contains more than 90% saturates and less than 0.03% sulfur, with viscosity range of 80 to 120. These have better oxidation properties and clearer color than group 1. Group 1 is the cheapest. Now we have group 3. Contains more than 90% saturates, less than 0.03% sulfur, and a viscosity range index of 120, above 120. The base oils are more refined than group 2. Group 4 are synthetic, and they have a broader temperature range. It's used in applications exposed to extreme cold or high heat. Group 5 contains all other base oil that do not fall into any of the other groups. Now let's talk about lubricant additives. These are chemicals you add to base oil to make them stronger and have a better performance. Number one, you have anti-wear agent. These additives form films by chemical reactions and get used up after some time. That's why you need to change your oil periodically, because if it gets used up and you continue to use the oil, you're going to have serious consequences. Number two, you have antioxidant. Oxidation leads to formation of acid and sludge. So this chemical is very important to prevent oxidation of the oil. Next, you have detergents. Detergents are like soap. They wash the surfaces, remove deposits, and neutralize corrosive acids formed as a result of oxidation. Fourth one, called dispersants. These ones keep insoluble solid particles suspended or finely dispersed in the lubricant, even at high temperatures. These suspended particles are subsequently removed through filtration or oil change. So these are the four. There are other ones, but these are the major ones used in lubricants. Thank you very much. Now let's discuss the different types of lubrication oils available. The first one is called conventional oils, has mineral oil as base oil. Mineral oil is obtained through refining of crude oil. This is about the cheapest and has the shortest lifespan. Normally used by vehicles with simple design and low performance vehicles. The second one is synthetic oil. These are lubricants consisting of chemical compounds that are chemically modified or synthesized. They're more expensive, and contains a lot of additives to enhance performance at varying temperatures. Next, we have the one they call synthetic blend. Synthetic blend oil is a mixture of conventional and synthetic motor oil that provide better performance and protection than conventional oil. The fourth one and the last, you have high mileage oils. These are designed for older vehicles that have exceeded their warranty mileage. They contain additives to protect seats, reduce wear and friction, and extend the life of the oil. Now let me round up by attending to some questions and answers. Some frequently asked. Hello. Let me round up by attending to some frequently asked questions on lubricants. There are many of them, but I will attend to some of the most critical ones. Number one, what's the best oil for your car? What's the best oil? The best oil is not the most expensive, but the one recommended in your owner's manual. It could be 5W, that's 30, SAE 40, anyone recommended. However, you can decide the base oil. You decide whether to use mineral oil, base oil, or synthetic. We already know that synthetic is better. So if you have a performance car, you use synthetic. That's what I recommend. Number two, can lubricant oil be recycled? Why would you like to recycle lubricant oil? For economic reasons, maybe, but it's possible to recycle lubricant oil after purification, but the cost of purification is much, so better to buy another oil. If you have other questions, critical questions, please feel free to bring it up in the comment section. I'll gladly give you the answers. Thank you very much.